Welcome back everyone to Hear My Thoughts. Just a brief summary on how this is going to work. I'm going to play a match and I'm going to explain what I'm doing and why as I'm playing. That way you guys can hear my thoughts. If you enjoy this series, make sure you hit that thumbs up because this is a pilot. If you guys enjoy it, I will make more, but these 3 episodes are a pilot. Every time I drop, I'm going to drop them in 3s. If you are a tank player, 1 is on my channel, DPS, 2 is on my channel, and 3, which is this video, is healer. I'm going to drop 3 every single time, so your role is guaranteed to come up whenever I continue the series. And yes, I'm going to say this every video because someone in the comments is probably going to ask. This is a PC account, so I'm playing on PC, but I am using a controller. That's how I roll. Deal with it. All right, so we're going to be playing Invisible Woman. One of the main things, the main core fundamentals, and each role has one of the core fundamentals you want to learn as a support player or a strategist player is how to position. Positioning will literally win you all your games. So the first thing you want to do is think about what type of comp you have. Now, I don't usually pay too much attention to comp because I don't play for other players, I play for myself. But when you look at your characters, you have a Captain America, so you know this guy's gonna go dive. You're not gonna follow that. He's a diver, he'll come back should he need heals. We have an Emma, which is more stationary. You know, she likes to sit a little bit more often. Scarlet Witch is kind of a diver. But basically, you wanna see, like, am I supposed to just hang out? Or am I supposed to... Ooh. He almost got KO'd. Am I supposed to just hang out? Am I supposed to reposition frequently? Characters like Groot and Penny, you can kind of AFK in one spot because they AFK in one spot, right? But when you're dealing with a diver, things like that, they generally open you up to being attacked because they're diving characters. So you have to pay attention. Now, as I said, you're looking to position well. I'm hugging the wall. I'm not taking as much damage. If they get out of position, that's them. We're gonna try to ping them back so that they do not get attacked. We know that Psylocke is behind us, so we want to make sure that we look to reposition. Whenever you play, you don't want to waste your abilities. It doesn't matter which character you are. I know a lot of Invisible Women, they usually waste their abilities. Like they spam whenever they can spam. And that's not really what you want to do. I don't know why they weren't getting heals. Was Rocket just not there? He must have not been. Okay. Now you might be thinking, well, popping if you spam. I didn't mean to ult. That was an accident. You might be thinking, like, popping if you spam, don't you get ult faster? Yes, you do. But remember, we're not trying to spam ult. We're not trying to waste our abilities. Who cares if we get ult early or late? We're not using our ult unless we have to. Again, our main goal is to focus on how to position to get out the way and, you know, where can we find cover. Yes, we hear Psylocke behind us. Even when we were over there at spawn point, like over there, we heard Psylocke behind us, but that doesn't avert our attention. All it takes is about 1 to 2 seconds for your team, oh God, for your team to not get healed. Nice. We're gonna just walk into our team. A lot of people run away. Walk to your team. They're trying to help you. But yeah, a lot of the times players will generally they'll hear something, Spider-Man, Thwips, or Psylocke, or you know, all these background characters, and their initial reaction is trying to look and peel. The thing is, they're window-based characters. Just because you hear them doesn't mean they're gonna attack you. They're just there. When they come in, you need to react afterwards. With Invisible, it's pretty simple. You just hold on to your push and pull ability, and you obviously save your double jump. You do not come out until the threat is gone. A lot of the times, people are gonna try to heal as fast as possible when they're in trouble as a healer. It doesn't matter which one you are. You do not participate in the fight again until the threat is over. If that person is chasing you or looking for you, whether you're playing Mantis, Invisible Woman, Cloak and Dagger, Rocket, whatever, that's one player on their team that's a DPS that's not part of that fight. Yes, the healer's gone, which sucks, but at the end of the day, it's push and pull. Again, a lot of people generally waste their abilities when they play strategists, and that's what causes them to get picked off. It's the positioning and just the waste of abilities. Learn how to hold your abilities and use them when you need to. If you look at their comp and you're like, okay, nobody's a diver, I don't have to worry about anything, then you can spam your abilities all you want. It doesn't matter. But we know that there's a Psylocke, and we know that for some reason the thing keeps focusing. We're gonna get into a position. where we're gonna minimize our damage. We're not trying to be in the cover to prevent taking damage. We just want to minimize how much damage we take. As much as I want to help that Punisher over there, he's got to play for himself because our tanks are getting eliminated. Yeah, he gets KO'd, but we don't lose the fight because he gets KO'd. We lose the fight if our tanks get KO'd. I'm gonna pull her in. There we go. Save your abilities. We hear her. We see her. They're getting attacked. It is what it is. But we are not trying to give up our positioning. We are not trying to. We're not trying to get. Uh-oh. Do I have to ult? No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Why would you walk outside the ult? I'm trying to speak, y'all, but like, there's so much going on. We're not trying to give up our positioning because our DPS cannot be in a safe spot. Okay, we want to be safe. Now they have an Iron Man. Iron Man is usually what lower ranked players go to because it's pretty free, right? Unfortunately, that's not our business. We don't really do anything to them. We can pull them, you know. I didn't mean to do that. I was just talking and my brain just pulled. We can pull them, right? We can use our pulse on them, but for the most part, we don't want to look up as much. We don't want to try to fight them. That's just keep people alive, basically. Keep them healthy, and they'll be able to do it themselves. It's not a support's job to take out flyers for the most part. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But for the most part, if you're looking, how many times have I said for the most part? Jesus. Okay, I will say it again. Yeah, I will. For the most part, as long as you keep your team healthy, those characters don't really do much. Rocket should not be out of position. You see where I'm standing? I'm not getting hit by anything. I'm trying to stay on point as long as possible, but if I gotta leave, I will. I shouldn't have used my double jump. Yeah, I just got myself KO'd. That's all it takes is one mistake and you're KO'd. But that's how it goes for every game when you're playing something so squishy. That's how it goes for DPS as well. Usually, if you're a squishy character and you make that one mistake, especially if you get into high ranks, you are going to be picked off. This is why players tend to get picked off and think that they have no peel. You're constantly out of position. You're constantly wasting abilities. You're constantly making mistakes, so you're free pickings every single time. There's a reason why they weren't focusing me so hard. It wasn't because I'm invisible, woman. It was the fact that every single time they tried, they wasted time. At this point, it's just like, I'm just going to stop doing it. Rocket should have never been caught, but Rocket got caught. So they kept focusing Rocket. I guarantee you in a high rank game, nobody's focusing Rocket. Unless that Rocket is just always out of position or always in trouble, nobody's focusing that Rocket. So, for the most part, oh my God, pop it! Stop saying that! I'm gonna delete that from my vocabulary. At the end of the day, the main things that you're focusing on when you're playing, and these are just the fundamentals. As we continue the series, again, thumbs up if you like it. As we continue the series, we'll play different characters. We'll talk about different strategies. We'll see how to handle higher ranked players because we are going to get there. It's not going to take that many games at all. I might actually just play offline just to boost it a little bit if you guys feel like you're not learning as much. But I think because the majority of player base is here, it's probably best to start here and then push forward that way. But as a support, you have a lot of impact. I had a lot of impact that game. You're not looking to get KOs. Again, people think that you have to be the carry of every single match. No, you just have to do your job better than everybody else in the game. Or at least better than your counterpart. Your positioning is better, your healing is better, your focus is better, your reactions are better. And you don't need to be a god at aiming or a god at reacting, but just in terms of reacting to threats. I'm not looking around for Psylocke and being scared and telling my team to assist. I'm chilling. Healing my team. Should Psylocke come in, I'll handle you then. Otherwise, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So again, we'll go into more in-depth in future episodes and whatnot. Should you guys like it, hit that thumbs up once more. If you want to see Tank, already on the channel. DPS, already on the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Popping nothing. We'll up.